My lord. No way. That's wild. That's insane. 3 minutes till. Hi, Motorbike Cat. Hi, Heli Cat. My internet was like dead all afternoon. All afternoon. Up until like 3 minutes to go. And then all of a sudden, blam, internet. Absolutely insane. Turn you off. Hi, Nudge. Some more factory internet spec. Yeah, literally. I was sitting here working on like an announcement, right? I was working on an announcement. No, wait, that's Satisfactory Modeler. Factory game. I was going to cancel stream, and then while I was sitting there typing out the announcement, it just came on. It was like, nope, we're good. And I was like, holy moly. We are so back. I can't believe it. I was like, well, guess I'm taking the night off. Oil. Yeah, we're gonna mess with some oil. Crazy internet clutch. Well played all around. Like, honestly, I can't believe it. Like, genuinely. $2. Holy hell, Tank. Tank with the $2, and the stream hasn't even gotten started properly yet. E17. Alright, well, let me get my work outfit on and we'll get started. There we go. Hey! Hey, I have big plans. I have big plans. I need to explain to you all my big plans. Because we have to stop what we're working on right now and go work on something else. Because, because I'm fairly certain, right? I'm looking at this massive project, right? The blood sacrifice was worth it for clean. Did someone do a blood sacrifice to make my internet come back on? Insane work. $10, £10. £10 from the Helicat. This is so wonderful. You guys are amazing. Annie Hoosiers. I don't trust my power grid. I do not trust my power grid right now. With how much we're currently making, how much we could be spending, and how much we're actually spending. Okay, bye. Alright, see you later, bye, gamer. I've never seen that much dollar. Anyway, yeah, I don't trust it. I'm very worried that the moment I try and, like, actually get all of these machines up and running at the same time, that my power is just going to die, right? The airplane company gave me some money back for delaying my flight. Oh, okay. Neato. I got some airline money today. How about that? So, we're gonna work on a new power source. And that is rocket fuel. We are going to make rocket fuel. And I have a plan. You must be made aware of the plan. This is the plan. Now, I'll break it down. Okay? We're gonna pull 800 oil per second out of the ground. and we're going to get it, looking at the map, I've drawn on the map, we're going to get it from over here, okay? We're going to get it from a pure node right here and a normal node over here. We're going to max them out. So that's 800 oil per minute, okay? That's where we're going to get the oil. We're going to convert it into heavy oil residue, right? And then we're going to do the thing that Tane showed us how to do the last time we made a fuel factory, right? Which is to take the heavy oil residue, and dilute it with water, so that way we get more packaged fuel, like, per cost of our heavy oil residue. It makes it more efficient. We're getting more out of it. It also complicates the process a little bit because we have to add in canisters, right? And we have to add in water. But that's fine, okay? We can handle a little more complexity if it makes it more efficient. We get more fuel for our oil, okay? So that's that step. That's where we're going to get oil. We're going to turn it into heavy oil residue. We're going to turn it into packaged fuel, okay? The other step is once we get it into fuel, right, and we unpackaged the packaged fuel back into a liquid fuel state, we're going to combine it with compacted coal to make turbo fuel, okay? And the compacted coal needs regular coal and sulfur. Now, I've decided that the best way to do that is to come down here, south of here, where there is a sulfur node, right? We're just gonna dig it up, and we're gonna put it on a train. That's it. I do not want to run a belt from here all the way up here, okay? We are not running a belt line that long. That is stupid. I'm going to put it on a train, and it's just going to be a train that grabs sulfur, and it'll be fine, okay? That's that goal. So now we've got our sulfur. The next step is we need a pure node of coal to make our compacted coal. I haven't decided which one of these. There's 4 potential choices. We're going to go take a look at the different choices and figure out which one it is. Why does that look like the TF2 font? Because it is the TF2 font. We're going to decide which coal node works best, and probably one of these two, and also put it on like this train line or something. And we're gonna make a compacted coal factory somewhere around here, okay? Then once we have our fuel and our compacted coal, we can make turbo fuel, but we're gonna refine the turbo fuel into rocket fuel. And to make rocket fuel, we need nitric acid, which is going to require nitrogen gas. Now, this is a lot of nitrogen gas, right? And we were using nitrogen over here to make our fused cubes, okay? This is where we're doing our fused cubes. The problem is that there's only 600 nitrogen left when we need, like, 1,000, okay? So we're just going to take all of the materials and go all the way up here into this north corner, because this is where some more nitrogen is. We're just going to start pulling nitrogen from another spot. From there, we also have to get like some iron and some water to make the nitric acid. So we'll take some iron that's over here. Trust me, there's not a node written here. What happens if you run entirely out of resources? I mean, you run out of resources. It's a huge map. Like, it would take a very long time to run out of all resources. It can be done, but I mean, at that point, you've kind of beaten the game. Like, anyway, we take some iron plates, we move it up. Everything ends up here. We unpack the fuel in this, like, new factory space, and then we return the packages back on the train so they can go back and pack more fuel. That's the goal. This is the plan. So I think to start with, we're just going to start by taking our oil and turning it into heavy oil residue. That's the first step. So I need to go north of here. You have blenders, why are you still using packagers? Because I wanted to do the whole dilute the fuel thing. Turn the packaged, make diluted packaged fuel. What in the nine hells is happening? But blenders do the diluted stuff? Wait, really? I mean, I was just gonna reuse the blueprints that you gave me for it. Packagers is the early game version? Huh, I didn't realize. Maybe we should go in and, like... We should go in and, update the... Update the plan. Good explanation. I feel like I almost feel like I understand the game. Well, almost is... close. I'll take almost. It's why I showed you the graph with packagers? Or blender? Okay, hang on. I mean, we'll get to that step when we get to it. No, I don't want that. I want crude oil, which is literally this one and that one. Piss off. How I've looked and I can say I don't know in the slightest. Ah, don't worry about it. Listen. I'm worried about our power consumption, okay? I want to make more power. The best way to make more power at this stage of the game is to make rocket fuel, which is refined turbo fuel, which is refined regular fuel, which is made from crude oil. That's what you need to know. We're making rocket fuel because it'll provide us a lot of power. Alright, let me see about a blender. Oh my god. I'm confused about Meme Dungeon? Oh, okay. Come on, gimme. Alright, what's going on in Meme Dungeon? Oh, it's this fucking pot. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a little tired of it. Like, what the fuck? The chains are loosening. Why is Bygamer just posting the same fucking, like, strange looking, like, pottery piece with a face? I don't get it. Anyway, give me a blender. I must investigate. I mean, I don't see diluted fuel as an option. It's like Pot of Greed. Hang on, I wonder if it's something I can research with the NAM. Maybe it's a hard drive thing that I haven't found yet. Power slugs, sulfur. No. Alien technology, definitely not. Hey, and I'm not seeing like a means of diluting fuel with a blender. Hang on, let me look inside of here. Diluted packaged fuel. Yeah, I don't see it's an alt diluted fuel. Satisfactory modeler doesn't show me diluted packaged fuel. No. No, I don't see it. Make a blender in it? I don't get what you mean, because, I mean, like, hang on. Oh, here we go. Diluted fuel. Okay. Well, I don't have that recipe unlocked. Huh. Yeah. I see now. I see now. If I were to supply it here, diluted fuel, blender, got it. I don't have that recipe unlocked, though. Hang on. Maybe I need to scan some more hard drives. Time to re-roll them? Yeah, okay. Turbo blend blended fuel. Dark matter. Rescans. Nope. 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 Alright. Didn't get it. I guess I could work on the sulfur part of the project then. That turbo fuel one's not bad. Which one? Turbo blend fuel. Takes fuel and heavy oil residue and then sulfur and petroleum coke. I'm gonna stick to the plan that I have right now, but if I can find a way to make diluted fuel with a blender, we can definitely reduce some of the complexity of this design. I guess that would mean that I'd move if I make fuel with the blender, I guess that means that since it's going to you, I could probably bring the resources to, let's see, not up here, but just bring coal and sulfur to here, and then make the turbo fuel. I still have to package something. Something has to get packaged though, because it has to get to the nitrogen up here. Either the turbo fuel has to get packaged, or me. Either the turbo fuel has to get packaged and moved towards the nitric acid, or the nitric acid has to get packed and moved towards the turbo fuel. Either one. That's why I'm not too worried about this. It's not... I can live without blender diluted fuel for this project in particular. Cat in a box. Though if I could find it as a recipe option, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty great. Alright, in that case, I'm gonna go work on that sulfur first. The nitro would be easier, just pipe it. As a gas, you have no head lift issue, it just flows. But would you be saying that still sounds like I'd have to like pipe. I'd have to run a pipe from like here. Like what, down here? It's a long pipe. It'd also have to be... No, it could just be one pipe. It doesn't make more than 300 nitric acid. It could just be one pipe. I'll consider it. I'll consider it. For now, I just need to get sulfur on a train. That's the important part right now while we wait for hard drives to scan. And I want that sulfur right there. You can make a nice long pipeline setup. Well, if I still put a train line there, it could go underneath the train line. Like it could connect to the blocks that the train goes on. You just run underneath it. So you don't need a pump for gases. I guess that makes sense. I didn't consider it, but it does make sense. I still need to go a little further. It looks like it's up on one of these like cliff edges. It's a gas, no pumps, so you can go as high as you want. It just flows. Does the like the plasma stuff that like the dark matter whatever bullshit, does that stuff also, can that also run pumpless? Is it also treated like a gas? Where's that sulfur at? There it is. Alright. That, I can't say as I haven't gotten that far nor researched it much. Alright. I'm sure that's a question I can answer with, like, the wiki later. Place a pump on the conveyor belt, you know you want to? I don't understand. Alright, I think if I just make, like, an intersection right here on this corner, should be fine. So how was y'all's weekend? Because mine was pretty wacky. Oh boy. That is like... That was probably like the most drunk I've ever gotten for the longest amount of time. Still with that world grid? You know it. I'm never getting off a world grid. Every time I look at like the every time I look at the like the little hill thing on the map, I'm just like, it's a world grid. Intoxication marathon couldn't be me. Drunk stream foreshadowing. I mean, perhaps. The thing is like the day. Wait, what? like Friday. Sorry, I'm blanking. On Friday after stream, right? Wait, is this even right? This is not right. I'm doing it wrong. Is it? I'm losing my mind. Anyway, the day after reset, Friday, after stream, I got a message from my like local friend saying, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing tonight?" And I was like, you know, it's late. I guess I could like come over and hang out. But it would kind of depend on if I could like stay the night, basically, right? If I could crash at their place. Because if I leave, it won't be until 9:30 that I get to their place. And then if I leave at like midnight again, I'm gonna have to call up Maddie and help me stay awake on the drive home. Because driving while tired is really bad, and you should never do it. I know everyone knows that driving drunk is really bad, but driving tired can be just as dangerous. So I was like, And then they said, yes, that's okay, right? And I was like, well, alright, I guess I'm gonna come over, right? I've driven tired before, and that shit is scary. That shit's really scary. Nope. Hi, Goob! Anyway, they said it was chill, so I show up at Applebee's. I had already eaten dinner at that point, but I show up at Applebee's and meet up with them. Fun note, I got to say hi again to the trans guy that I met when I went to the fair. When we went to the fair, I got to say hi to the trans guy again, and bro is dressed up for Halloween as Hornet. He had a nail and the mask and the robe and everything. It was really cool. And so he was just dressed up in Applebee's as Hornet. It was fucking awesome. Anyway, since I had already eaten dinner at home, which was like a couple slices of pizza, I just got like a dessert from Applebee's and just, yeah, it's fine. And then, hi Nessie, since I was allowed to stay at their place, I had like one drink at Applebee's, and then when we got back to their place, me and the trans girl that I'm friends with locally just started drinking. Oh my god. She was like, all I have is tequila. Do you want to get like wasted? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So, you know, usually when you drink tequila, you like have like a chaser or something. You drink something along with it, so that way it's not just nasty tequila that you're drinking. Well, the only thing she had to drink that wasn't water was soda, and y'all know that I don't like soda, so I was just drinking tequila straight up. 40% alcohol tequila night. Oh, and she also didn't have like proper shot glasses, so I'm just over here just You should try absinthe? No, I don't think I should. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Neither does straight tequila either, but, you know. I wonder if I can get this, like, here-ish. What about beer? Yeah, beer, woo. I dislike beer greatly. I am a big beer hater. That thing is straight up green over 40 with over 70%. Yeah, anyway, so I ended up taking shots out of a mug. So they were big shots. You big shot. I probably had like 8 shots or something, and we drank from like 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. We watched a lot of funny videos on YouTube. We we tried watching a movie, but she wasn't super interested. Too drunk to be interested in movie. So I was like, alright, fuck it. I guess we're not watching a movie. And we just hung out and yapped and had a good time. Oh yeah, you DM'd me while drunk? Yeah, I said hi to Helicat. I was like, hey, Heli, I'm drunk. Ah, shit. Pretty fun night. Definitely not doing that again anytime soon, because, oh boy. I need to give my liver a chance to recuperate after an insane night like that. There we go. And then a block signal here. And if you want to go straight across, I guess I can incorporate that, although this line's never going to have someone go straight across, which is fine. So, 600 rocket full overclocked gens can support. Ooh, yeah. Big, we're making a lot of rocket fuel. We're making a lot of fuel. This should last me quite a while before I, like, really need to do any, uranium shenanigans. That's the goal, is to sort of hold me over until it's, like, necessary to do uranium and nuclear power. And should provide me with a pretty good source of power for a while. Yeah, that looks alright. Need to switch at the entrance of the junction going over? Ah, I should be fine. It's all blocked off. Eh, it's fine, see? It's perfect. Always have a switch at the entrance? I don't know what you mean by a switch. I just use block signals for everything, and as long as I don't space them too close together, it usually works fine. Transport. I'm sure it's fine. Tane says put your Nintendo Switches on the railroad. I got my Switch out today. I was actually working on, since I didn't have any internet, I was like, well, I guess I'll work on the, like, media shelf here in my room. Getting the getting the devices all connected up. After careful consideration... Hi, Bald Hat! After careful considering, I've decided not to do Lasso Halo. What is that? What is Lasso Halo? I am not familiar with Halo stuff, because I am not a Halo girly. Though I did see someone on YouTube who was, and they made a really cool video about Halo. It's max difficulty with max gameplay inhibitors. Oof. Steel Path Halo. Ah, okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Bold Hat there with the Warframe translation. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. It actually sounds more like a Deep Archimedia sort of challenge. Elite Deep Archimedia challenge. Super simple, nothing to even worry about. Yeah, sure thing. Sure thing, Tank. Let's see. No, there was a video that I watched not too long ago. It's like the channel's like first video, and it was like this really nicely animated. Well, the first like 10 seconds are animated, but then the rest are more PNG style. From like an Australian trans dragon girl ranting about all of the issues with modern 343 Halo, both in general and the problems unique to Australians. Yeah, I saw that video too. Yeah, it was really good. Rubber concrete? Nope. God damn it. Inventory slots? Really? Bro. I have more things that you can offer me. She's essentially 100% correct on everything she said and made a... Oh yeah, I saw the comment response video too. Absolutely wonderful stuff. I also saw that she made like a post saying that people could like react to it on a live stream or something, and I considered it, but also considering the fact that like I only stream for 3 hours, it would take up a pretty significant amount of my time during a stream if we decide to watch it, because I would want to comment on it. But then I also wouldn't really know. The other reason why I didn't was because, like, I don't know what I would say. I'm not a Halo player. Like, I could talk about the fact that I played Halo Infinite and thought it was just mid. But that's not really useful insight, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah. You guys should watch it. Very good video. I played the ODST crossover. That was fun. One of these days, Halo, like the original Halo games are one of the things that are on like the mental list, where it's like, I do want to play this at some point. When, I don't know. Hey, look, there's sulfur next to the sulfur. That's crazy. I don't know when I'd want to do, like, a Halo set of streams. But I would like to at some point. Because I feel like that'd be pretty fun. Then I could actually have something to say about Halo. Though it would never replace the experience from people who played it at the time, you know? Halo Infinite was fairly good. The campaign was mid and it launched rough, though. That's all I really cared about, was the campaign. I like playing first-person shooter campaigns, so a good campaign is important to me. And when I say Halo Infinite was mid, I'm talking about the campaign being just whatever. I made one little short clip video a long time ago about Halo Infinite that did, I mean, it did okay. It was, again, it was fine. I think it was funniest to like a IRL friend of mine who I think he shared it around. Let's see. I'm gonna pull some power from you. Reach was also peak, although it fucked with the book lore ways in ways we still don't know. Huh. Give me a power tower. You to you. And then you. And move towards the sulfur. This is why I built power tower with platform, because then you can actually stand on it, which is nice. Master Chief Collection is a pretty good way to play all of them, I guess, if you ever want to. Queen played a shooter ages ago. It was weird. Wait, what? Like that weird German... Oh! Fucking Wolfenstein. Yeah, I didn't finish it. I should have finished it, but I didn't finish it. Because I love Wolfenstein. Truly a great sin to not finish Wolfenstein. Because the newer Wolfenstein games are pretty peak. Okay, I will put down that power platform once I've decided how I want to organize this little spot. And the Wolfenstein games are great. Break down all of you. What was I yapping about before? Oh yeah, the whole, like, insane, drunk, fucking night. Very fun, very good. I wonder how, wait, how long do I have on that rental? Give me a second. I rented a movie from YouTube, and I do want to finish it. Don't autoplay. I don't want to get copyright striked. My movies and TV. Expires in 8 hours. Okay, good. Cool. I can finish Christine. Let me go find it, because that's going to annoy me. Wait, was it not Wolfenstein? Not Wolfenstein. A German... Some sort of German shooter that wasn't Wolfenstein. Okay. I would recommend MC1 with Halo Classic graphics. Yeah, no. I don't want to play any of the Halo games with, like, remastered graphics. I guess Hellcat's gonna go figure it out. You will play Halo 2 Anniversary. I will play the Halo games at some point. Don't you worry about that. They are a part of gaming history that I am missing out on, and that's definitely for sure. So one day I will. You mark my words. More trains! Hell yeah. Odyssey stream wasn't canceled? Yeah, Pad, literally, the internet came on 3 minutes before stream was supposed to start. 3 minutes. I was sitting there, in my chair, on my phone, typing out, like, sorry guys, stream is canceled. Streams never do well when I start late, so even if it, like, comes on 30 minutes into when I'd normally be streaming, there's still no point. And then, like, while I was working on that explanation, BAM! Internet came on. At least did the thumbnail hours before. I mean, like, I don't need the internet to make a thumbnail. Depends on what game I'm playing and if I end up using, like, outside sources for, like, a wallpaper or something. Your streams are making me feel old. I thought most of these happened way more recently. No, we're, I mean, we've been doing this for, like, what, a year and a half or so? Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy to think about. I've been here a year. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I'll always mention My Name Is Name, because they were, like, one of the first people to ever, like, watch me. There is technically one person that showed up before Name, right? But they never showed up again. But Name barely shows up anymore. This is true. This is true. To be completely technical, there was one person that showed up before Name. But they didn't say much of anything else. No, Name showed up and was like, "What the fuck is Ultra Kill?" And I was like, "Ah, I'm glad you asked." And so we started like yapping about Ultra Kill, because that's like how it started, was me playing Ultra Kill. There was one day where it was just like, you know what, I feel like posting this this like Ultra Kill high score that I got. And then it was like, man, that actually got like quite a bit of views. That's cool. Maybe I should just like turn on a stream or something and start making it a thing, you know? I'd always threatened to myself that at some point I'd try streaming. And I said that was, it's probably good enough time. Can I get this the way that I want it? Something tells me no. God, why do Rails have to be so picky? YouTube recommended me your Warframe streams. Nice. I would like to play some more Warframe, especially when the big update comes out in December. I'm excited for that. Let's see. Then can I bend you this way? Then, like, 3 blocks. There we go. That works. Which means I can get rid of some of you. Been seeing so much shit for the old piece. I'm excited. It's gonna be crazy. I'm also really excited for human nun wisp. Like, I'm just saying. Oh boy. Maybe that's what that Take Me to Church song was about. I don't fucking remember. Maybe they were talking about Nun Wisp. I'm gonna flip you around, actually. Point you in this direction. Steel Wisps, Protoframe, Zestrogen. I can't find it, but if you give me some more detail about it, Helly, maybe I can help you, like, maybe we can work together on this. I remember something about Jim? Oh, when I was talking about, like, Jim! Jim! I could have sworn that was still, I was talking about Fateful Findings. The movie. No, that's when I was talking about Fateful Findings, the movie, which is a film by Neil Breen, and it's one of my favorite low-budget movies. I love Neil Breen. He's so goated. Max you out. I could have sworn that was during a, during one of the Wolfenstein streams. I could be wrong. Dr. Breen. He's a real Breenius, if you know what I'm saying. If you get what I mean. Hang on. I definitely need storage. It was a weird game. I might need to make a meme out of it. Okay. What was that then? What stream was that then? If it wasn't Wolfenstein, it was a shooter. Now I'm curious. Live content. Da, 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 da. Definitely wasn't during Doom 3. Wasn't during Halloween. Those who played Sifu, you know my pain. I have not. It wouldn't have been in a Warframe Wednesday, because Hellycat would have recognized Warframe. It was ages ago. What's like a... Secret Titanfall streams... You would have also known if it was Ultra Kill. Not Guilty Gear, not Doom. You're sure it's not Wolfenstein? Because that's like when you say shooter with German, Like, that sounds like Wolfenstein. That really sounds like Wolfenstein. Wasn't Pacific Drive. Was I around when she played this game? That's what we're trying to figure out, is what stream it was from. Was it Payday? If it wasn't Wolfenstein, maybe it was Payday. Who knows? Hang on. I'm not a fan of using like AI shit, as you know, but I found that there's actually a bit of a use case for YouTube's little AI thing if I do this. If I jump to the stream and then ask it specifically, let's see, when does Queen mention Jim? Wait, what? The streamer mentions Jimi Hendrix at 1:13:22. Is that true? From Dollar Store Jimi Hendrix. Hell yeah. Holy shit, it was right. Wait a minute. All right. What about the other one? That one's the okay to punch Nazis. What about Truth Against Power? It was right. Yeah, it was. That's crazy. All right, hang on. Let's try again. When does Queen mention Jim? Sorry, but the name Jim is not mentioned in the video. I guess Hellycat might be right then. It wasn't in Wolfenstein. I don't know when it was. I know what you're talking about when you say Jim. It's because I was talking about a movie, a low budget movie that I really like. You know what? This might be a bit of a long train, so I'm just gonna like double stack up on storage. Just in case. Might be completely unnecessary, but fuck it. Can't believe the AI was right. This is like the one use case that I've found for any AI tool across all of YouTube. Is like, hey, YouTube AI, when do I say like a specific thing? And it's like, oh, it meant Queen mentions such and such topic at these timestamps. It's like, all right, neat. If it backs up, you need more trains. Fair enough. BRB? Okay. YouTube's eating messages. No! YouTube, why? Why would you do this? I love Neil Breen. I really want to get the Neil Breen, like, physical DVD collection. I was actually about to start working on, like, digitizing DVDs again, since the internet was out. And I realized I was gonna need, like, some software. I was like, I'll bet you I can, I bet you I could sort this out on, like, a laptop if I hotspot it. And then all of a sudden, internet's back. I was like, oh, no way. So I forgot to eat my lactose pills before I ate my pizza. Now I'm in a lot of pain because of lactose intolerance. No! Pat is death. Pat has become dead. Move you. And that way. Connect you to you, and then to you. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, cool. Let me pull up the map again. Shit. Okay, so we need to get some coal from one of these 4 pure nodes and get it on a train. I think the best option is going to be this one up here, since there's already a train line next to it. I think that's going to be the play. So let's go investigate. Yeah, I got my server PC like turned back on again. I was a little concerned that since the server had been like offline for so long that when I like hit the power button it was just not gonna work properly. I just hadn't turned it on. And then I booted it up today and was like, oh, it's just working. Fantastic. You give up? You win, YouTube? No! Not as bad as the cheesecake incident? Oh, God. The cheesecake incident. That sounds like it should be prefaced with like a, not prefaced. Suffixed with like a year. The cheesecake incident of 09. Where am I going? Right, Cole. I forgot. Have I gotten you? Control rod. Bye, losers. Oh god, chat froze. Fantastic. What's the difference between conveyor belts and train lines? You can move like more items in bulk on a train. A conveyor belt just has like a constant stream of items. Honestly, the reason why I want to put the sulfur on a train line is that it just becomes more manageable and also doesn't look terrible. All of these like really long belt lines with the belt bridges are cool and all, but I really don't want to have belt bridges everywhere I go on my save file. So that's why I'm using a train instead. The cheesecake incident is when I ate a whole slice of cheesecake and then we made cheesecake incident 25. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Alright, so the question is, do I bring... I think I bring the sulfur. If I'm gonna use one of these nodes that already exists up here, I wonder if I bring the sulfur to the coal node, turn it into compacted coal, and then send it back down the train line. here, here, yeah. What spots are open? I have 2 spots open. Okay. Wait, what are you waiting on? What are you... Huh? What? Oh, no, I don't have 2 spots open. I only have 1 spot open, because this half is being used. So that's loading, and this is... also loading? Wait, there's nothing here, though. I'm so confused. Huh. Okay, if there's only 1 line open here... No, there's no lines open. Saw this clip last night. It was, if you could have 1 Warframe fully modded out max IRL, which one would you choose? Ooh! Who would I want IRL? There's a lot of Warframes to choose from, and it definitely has to be one with, like, some sort of ability or ability written into lore that would be super overpowered or something. If you could have 1 Warframe mod! Oh! Fully maxed out IRL, which would you choose? I diagnose you with Excalibur! Sorry, I read that first as like if you could have any Warframe that was fully modded. And I was like, oh, okay. New Warframe mod. I'm not necessarily interested in like a strength buff. I think it'd be cool. There's like there's some Warframe mods that are like kind of ass on Warframes, but would be kind of funny on like a person. Like the like warm coat or something that gives you like, I think it's like cold resistance or immunity or something like that. Radiation resistance would be cool. Yeah. Primed, sure-footed, so I never fall again. Holy shit. Could you imagine you're like fucking 80 years old and you have maxed primed, sure-footed on, and it's like, nope, I don't need a walker or a cane. I forever can never be like, I can never fall over ever again. Gerson. Yeah, that's Gerson IRL. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I can't put anything directly on this train station because it doesn't exist. But I could make like another station. I think there's also, this spot also needs, I think I might just have to do something else. Because this spot is also going to take, like, a normal coal ore node, right? And the bauxite to turn it into canisters and use the water that's, like, into this pond over here to make those canisters. So I wonder if we should investigate these other coal nodes and see if there's, like, a better spot for sulfur. That is one rewind time I do not wish to do tomorrow. I'm sorry, Helicat, but time waits for no one and will screw you over. Why can't I get the... Surely there's not something that I'm missing for this diluted fuel recipe. Something tells me I'm just gonna have to, like, do it the way that I originally envisioned, with the packagers and stuff. Because, I mean, I could do it We could do it with blenders. But I think I just have to do it this way. Yeah. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna stick to the original plan and use blenders instead of use packagers instead of blenders. I'm sick of trying to find this one thing, and then I made a whole plan. I made a whole plan. Would making enemies appear on the radar further away mod give me a mini map and enemy radar? I guess so. I guess it would. This isn't real, so we can't go back in time to get to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. Yeah, it's funny. I think my family is not doing a turkey this year for Thanksgiving. Like, I'm going to Thanksgiving. I don't think my family's doing turkey. I think we've all come to the consensus that, like, while turkey is traditional, turkey kind of sucks. And so we're just not. We're still gonna get everybody together. We're still gonna have a nice meal. We're still gonna do, like, the Thanksgiving things that you do for Thanksgiving, but without the turkey. Because, like, no one wants a turkey. I think my mom was like, she got turkey off the menu. Yes, she made a comment because like the family group chat. Oh, I bumped my mouse. The family group chat was talking about what we wanted at Thanksgiving this year, and my mom said, at this rate, it's a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving menu. Smoked cheese. We can make our fall pasta salad and dress it when we get there. I really want to make something. I really want to make something for this year's Thanksgiving, but I don't know what I'd make. Message deleted by Helicat. What the fuck? Helicat, why are you silencing the motor? I don't understand. I hear Slug behind me. I also see a mega nest. Get away from me! Evil bugs. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. You can't do this to me! Oh, but she can. And she will. You team killed me one too many times! Incredible. Alright, let's see. We're giving up on the blender plan. I'm sticking to the original plan. It still makes the same amount of fuel. That's like that's the thing that, like, literally I don't mind about this, is the fact that it makes the same amount of fuel. I just have poor aim with the warp pack. A likely story. Alright, so how many? I need 27 refineries for this. Okay. Let's get to work. Do I want to make it at this height level, or do I want to make it taller? Probably taller. Also, all the haters left, yippee, so now I can only ban you. This is mod abuse. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, is there a mod abuse happening on my stream? Hang on. Wait a second. Queen, what? We should abuse mod. It's motorbike. I know it's a motorbike. So much abuse. Mods are gonna have a revolution. Yeah, and Tank's gonna lead it. Tank's gonna be like, we have to overthrow the monarchy. And I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is y'all's problem? What are you gonna do? Ban the mod? Stop! Stop fucking over motorbike. Okay, stop. Cut it out. I agree with abusing mod powers. Don't leak my plans. Y'all are going insane. Move it so it's like up against this edge. And then cut out this centerpiece. Democracy of dance. How very democratic of you. And max you out. So you're 600, and then the other one should be 300. Speaking of democracy, should I get Helldivers? I guess. I've gone lax on my, my, like, full rejection of Helldivers at this point. It's just so frustrating to constantly be in this cycle of, oh, everything's great, everything's terrible. Oh, everything's great, everything's terrible. It really just sucks to deal with constantly. No. Give me... Oh, fuck. Give me you. And then switch to concrete. Give me one of you. Move you up by one. Put you in the center. Break you and you. The worse so over, it's so back cycle is a vicious cycle, and I can't guarantee that they won't bite themselves in the ass again. Here's another question: Helldivers or Baldur's Gate 3? Oh yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. That's an easy one. The answer is Baldur's Gate. Like, come on. Speaking of which, now I gotta remember. Helicat, we doing Baldur's Gate on Tuesday? We better. Yeah, of course. On Tuesday, yeah. Go. Give me horizontal and vertical. That. Alright, if this doesn't have the recipe that I'm looking for, I'm just giving up for now. Oh my god, it has it. Are you kidding me? Damn it! Uh... I mean, I still gotta turn it into... Where's the blender? Can't believe I found it the moment I said that I didn't want to, and then... Alright. Diluted fuel. Heavy oil residue and water. So I still have to turn all this shit into heavy oil residue first anyway. And then... I could probably use... Heavy oil residue? Yeah. Weird purple liquid. That's some right here. Heavy oil residue. I guess I'll use the blenders. I still want to package it and move it to the north. So I think I'll just switch out... I think instead of using refineries to make our fuel, I think what we do is we take... Let's get rid of this step. Packaged fuel. Listen, I have a reason for doing it the way I want to. And that is that I want to. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Put you into you. And then you come from diluted fuel. I think that just reduced everything a little bit. Did it? Wait, did that like reduce the total at the end? Hang on. Go back. Get rid of this step for a second. You're just adding an unneeded packaging step. I know, because, again, the point is to take everything up here. I want everything to go here. Then we're back to moving. Then we're back to moving the nitric acid by pipeline underneath the train. I guess. Add packaging and unpacking fuel for no reason. Because that's this step. That's this step where fuel gets packaged here, goes up here and gets unpackaged. Do you lose any, like, the point of packaging the fuel is because I wanted to move it all the way up to here. That was the point. I wanted to bring all of the ingredients to this north section where the nitrogen is, right? And build the predominant factory stuff here in the north. Like, that's what I wanted to do, was build it up here. And that's why I wanted to pack it, move it by train, and then unpack it. Right? That was the point. That was the goal with this design. Now, I know I just got... Okay, that makes more sense. MAGA for Mamdani? Who the fuck would be MAGA for Mamdani? What the hell? Yes, I'm a MAGA Republican. And I'm here to vote for the socialist. Sounds questionable? Yeah. That sounds extremely questionable. Alright, I'm going to assume that I'm probably gonna need 10 of these to start. Here, let's do some quick maths. Fine. It's literally number 8. So we're making heavy oil residue. Alternate recipe. Yeah, okay. And we've got... This one's 600. So... Why does it say that... Right. Hang on. Wait a second. Why do I need like a fraction of... Wait, why do I need a fraction of refineries? If this should... like, math out properly. Is there like some sort of restriction that I'm not noticing in this mess? Because this should be... Hang on. If I do... 800 divided by 30... Oh, no, I'm just dumb. Okay, wait. 600 divided by 30 is 20. 300... It's 10. Wait. Oh my god, I did my math wrong. Oh my fucking god. Y'all, I said 600 plus 300 was 800. I'm a fool! I'm a damn fool. That should be 900. Okay. I'm then limited by these. Got it. Okay. I'm a damn fool. Is it still fine? Yeah, it's still fine. It means that if I want more total fuel at the end, then I have to get more coal and sulfur. But I kind of don't want to get more coal and sulfur, so I think what I'm going to do... I'm going to end up with extra heavy oil residue. What if I take the extra heavy oil residue... Oh, I could turn it into petroleum coke. Interesting. Is there any way to, like, balance this out? That way we max out this section. I could take the excess heavy oil residue and turn it into, like, fuel or something. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make all of the heavy oil residue that I can, right? And then some of it is gonna get turned immediately into diluted fuel and then just immediately burned. So that way I don't have to pull more than 1,200 sulfur and coal. That's gonna be that's the plan. Got it. Your queen, 1,000 Potemkins be upon ye. No! Not 1,000 Potemkins! So 600 divided by 30 is 20. So I need... How do I want to organize this? I could probably do... Water's over there. I typed, remember, one must be cooked and chopped first in order to serve. Fantastic. Thank you. Generic 10. I think what I'll do is I'll put them like this. No. Maybe going that way. Blueprints, generic 10. Push it this way, and then down. I'm gonna need a ton of canisters, like, sitting in the loop. We'll probably need 2 trains running just fuel to where it's needed. Page down. Okay, and then for this, I think what I'm gonna do is put another... I'll put a pump here to begin with. Connect you across like this. There we go. And then run... pipe section you into you, connect you down. From what I remember, having like a buffer and then a small bit of like downward force is a good idea when doing pipes. I could be completely wrong though, but I'm gonna do it anyway, especially since it looks kind of nice. Actually, move it over by 1 more. I never used buffers outside of aesthetic looks. Well, it'll look nice then. If nothing else, it'll look nice. Cross. And then each of these sets should only require 300. So what we'll do is... I need power. So I can actually fly. Just put it over there for now. Across again. Then 300 this way, and then this way. It's not perfect, but it's close. Good enough. And then maybe you. This should help the like fluid manifolds work properly. Am I doing this right, Tane? Am I doing this right? Is this how it's supposed to look? My laptop runs Elden Ring at low settings. At 540p at 30 FPS? Oh god. You. What are you trying to do? Split 600 fluid evenly across these 20 like pipelines. So that's 600 going in, right? And then 600 goes down to 300 and then branches into all of these refineries, right? Like that should be right. That should be it, yeah? Nice. Okay, I'm doing it right. Hell yeah. Right, and then you should be polymer resin. Paste, 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 paste. And then what I'll do is some of the heavy oil residue that gets made on this side can go into blenders over here. The extra heavy oil residue in the process can get turned into what we need. You're home alone next weekend? Let's go! Is it nail painting weekend? I hope it's nail painting weekend. I'm gonna be excited if it is. I'm coming over! Nail painting weekend, let's go! Oh, I'm so happy for you. To rob... Oh, God, okay, well... Ellis is going to be slightly unscrupulous. Get rid of you. Of your sorrows? Hell yeah. Wait a minute. I can't defeat the all-powerful Ellis chat. Well, it sounds like she's just there to, I don't know, be a friend. Oh no! A cute girl has come to my house! And we're playing video games! Me when Maddie comes over. Oh no! Oh yeah, speaking of trips, I saw that Hatsune Miku is performing in America next year. And it was one of these things where it's like, Man, I would really love to go, but there are other things that are, like, important to me that I want to try and go to. Try and do. And as much as I love Miku, I don't know if it's gonna be, like, the right choice to try and plan that. Especially since I think Miku tickets are, like, a lottery, and it's just, you know, it's kind of random who gets to go anyway. From what I remember from that one Jaden video about going to see Miku herself. I don't remember. Okay, so then I need to... Right, I need to throw away the polymer resin. I gotta do something with this polymer resin at some point. There's different factories across the world that are just throwing away polymer resin, and it's like, I really should use it for something at some point, but I'm not sure what and how. Production blender. I don't know how many blenders I'm gonna need just yet. You shall be diluted fuel. When I got a gamer girlfriend, I didn't sign up for factory gamer girlfriend. That's what you got. Don't worry, me and you are gonna play like some finals, and I'll try and be like an epic pro shooter girly as well, along with the funny math nerd girly. Plays the factory game. Do I want to run the heavy oil residue under? I don't know yet. Perhaps. I mean, there's space on either side there. Master of gaming. Let's see. Blueprints. Generic 10. I think I'll put the other generic 10 here. Eat you down. My nerd is better than yours. Whoa. Alright, listen here, bud. V. Alright, and then we need to go get the oil from over there and bring it over here. I'll do something similar where I put a fluid buffer up by one. You're both cute couples. Thank you, Helly. Asked if I had any more zines at the gay house, and they told me there were some at the public library. Unfortunately, all the library has some normie shit. Ah, damn. Nothing subversive. What a shame. What's a zine? It's like a magazine, but made by one person and smaller in scope. Floor hole. Old-timey slang for magazine. Yeah. These days, it typically has, like, political news and ideas in them, depending on who made them. People would write fan fiction or shit for the fandom, submit it to a fanzine, and then it'd be published and sent out to everyone who signed up. Yeah. That go up by 1. There's the name of the kid who bullied me in 5th grade. I hope that's not a real name. That'd be a little fucked. I'll make them say sorry. I mean, I guess, Maddie, if you're, like, doing the classic that Tank's talking about, I guess it's not designed to be subversive at that point. Oh my god! Fanzine is different from a zine in this sense. Well. Heli, the heli is not amused. Fanzines are mostly dead. Considering I've never heard of such a thing before, I'm not surprised. But then again, my view of the world is not the only view of the world. That came off a little presumptuous. But I am also old, so kind of where I was going with that one. Alright, pump you full of power shards. I will power you from that later. Some still exist, but most of them turned to forums, turned to subreddits, and then turned as Discord servers. Ah, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense now that you mention it. Still stuck on these 5 names? Oh, damn. Hey, Heli, if you want, when we play, Baldur's Gate, I can just start listing them off, and see if you like any of them. Actually, you know what? I kind of want this to be on the other side. the names. Take a wild guess. Would you like that, Helly, if I just spent the Baldur's Gate session just like swapping between them and letting you hear how they sound? Helly cats. Sures, but don't let it ruin your fun. It's gonna be fun in and of itself. What are you on about? Ruin my fun. BG3 make daily boots. Don't worry, we already did. Girl names, Motorbite. Hellycat's looking at girl names for her girl self. Because she's a girl. And I'm over here like, hey, if you want, Helly, I will just spout out, I will just reference the names, the list of names that you sent me, right? Because she sent me some of her, like, current favorite picks. And I'll just, like, list them off while we're playing. Refer to her by 5 different names. And see how she feels about them, you know? Like, does she like being referred to as this or as that? Something badass, like Jezebelica, skeletal, skeletal overkill. Yeah, sure thing. Me when I named myself Jane Doe. It's a TF2 reference. Alright, 40 times 10 is 400. I should probably keep all of these on separate tracks. I need how much heavy oil? 1,000. So we're doing 400 times 3. No, not 400 divided by 3. 400 times 3 is 1,200 fuel per minute. Minus 1,200 fuel per minute minus the 1136.84 is about 63. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, if it's only 63 fuel that's getting, like, not used, heavy oil residue that's not being, like, properly used, I think what I'm gonna do, yeah, is just take 1 or 2 of these. I'll underclock the second one down to 63, so that'd be like 13%. No. 50. That should read 13. There we go. 12 is fine. 12 is fine. I name myself John Woman. So then 124. Got it. And then we'll just put... because this still needs water. 40... 50... Oh, how do I want to do this? How do I want to route all of this? Because I have to route the heavy oil pipes, but then I also have to route all of the polymer resin to go somewhere else. 20. I can put all of the polymer resin on one belt, though. Because it only makes about 600 polymer resin. Woman, woman, woman. Woman cubed. Woman squared. Woman cubed. Holy shit. I think I want to do the pipes above ground. And then if I can find some way to get all of the polymer resin to show up from under the ground and then, like, into here, that would be great. Which means I have to do a lot of floor holes. Theoretically, they should just work. Holy shit, it's 1. I gotta sleep like 30 minutes ago. Go to bed! Go to bed, Helly! Sleep well! Sleep well! Bye-bye! Good night! Silly Helly cat. Right. I'll do it farther down the line. I gotta leave space for all the floor holes as well. Let's see, 7. Oh, is that just auto-connecting? Fantastic. Gonna put one of these on you just so eventually I can see how much of this is getting thrown away so I can use it later at some other date. So 63.16 is how much I can afford to send down the diluted fuel pipeline. That just gets insta-burned. So I guess we get like a tiny little bump in power here in just a second. 5. Go. And you come out this way. Where we will limit the flow here. Tell it that it can only reach a limit of 63. Perfect. We'll also bring you down to a Mark 1 pipe as well. Check DMs, check DMs. Alright. Give me a second. What the hell have you sent me that's like so throwing you for a loop? Chen Peng Zhao pled guilty in 2023 to violating anti-money laundering laws. Why did you pardon him? Okay, are you ready? I don't know who he is. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, our president is, like, pardoning people he doesn't even know. Shangpeng Zhao pled guilty in 2023 to violating anti-money laundering laws. Why did you pardon him? Trump. I don't know who that is. Oh my fucking god. At what point do we get rid of the ability for presidents to be able to pardon people? Because this shit's getting ridiculous. Can we limit the amount of people pardoned in a year or some shit? God damn. Sick of this bullshit. Seems accurate to Trump's previous behavior. Unfortunately, you are completely correct, Motorbike. Unfortunately, that is my fucking president. And god, do I hate him. I've been playing for 2 hours. That's wonderful. It's you, and you. And I forgot to eat. Are you gonna go eep now? That's my water line. I kind of want to repaint these to purple. Customizer. There we go. For heavy oil residue. Go. Nice, nice, nice. So then you are good. You need to say 13 per minute. And I need like 126 water. Grab you. Are you gonna go eep then, Motorbike? Is it EP time for Motorbike? Oh, there's a little block of something in the way. Yes. Alright, good night. Oh my god. Real talk? I really don't know what to think about presidential pardons. Presidential pardons, like, as a system, I know that they have some use, you know? I think it was probably a good idea for Biden to pardon his son, you know? Because I'm sure if he hadn't, Trump and his cronies would have, like, immediately tried to just fucking ruin the kid. Immediately. The idea of crime is flawed in the first place. Okay, well, beyond that... Does that look okay? It does. Tank's picking up what I'm putting down. I mean, I knew you were talking about prison abolition. I don't know enough about prison abolition to, like, properly say one way or the other on that one. 120 water. God damn it. Is it worth putting in a power shard? Sure, why not? 1 power shard for you. There we go, 180. Whether rehabilitative or punitive. I think you're right, Tank, but I would rather prisons be more focused on the rehabilitation part instead of the punitive part. And I think we would do better with societies more focused on actually getting people the help that they need so that they don't end up committing crimes. I think the more that we can do in that regard, the less of a prison problem we'll have. Like, yes, there are people who are literally just so fucked in the head that they will just hurt people for the sake of hurting people, but I don't think that's going to be most people. I think a lot of people that are in prisons are not really, like, necessarily belong in there if they could have just gotten the help that they need to begin with. Sure you can, but it's a bad idea. Hank, I'm agreeing with you that we still need a prison, right? I'm not against that, like, first principle, right? I'm just saying that we could have less prisons. Oh, you were talking to Ellis? Can Tank, no need for a prison? Prison makes people worse. We can do prison reforms too. Like, there are a lot of steps that can make this whole thing better, you know? Actually, you know what? Bring you slightly more forward. Imagine a prison where people aren't treated like trash, but instead taught life skills and socialization. Is that not what I'm saying? Am I not being clear? Will that make them worse? No? My ideal prison is a dog cage with a comfy blanket and a Nintendo DSi. Oh my god. I wonder how much fuel... Wait, how much fuel does a fuel generator burn? I don't remember. I'll figure that out later. Alright, water in the pipe. I can probably start turning this shit on. Queen is sadly illiterate and cannot read context clues. It doesn't help that my chat is fairly small, and therefore context ends up getting swept away if people are typing fast enough. Part of me wants to get a third really cheap monitor just to put chat on it, so that way I can read more chat at a time. Let's see. So these should all start working here pretty soon, right? You've got oil. You've got oil. Listen, I know some people who would, you know, dog cage with a Nintendo DSi would not be any sort of punishment. Oil? Oil in the pipe. Oil in the pipe. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let me go get the other one turned on. Oh, that one's turned on. Okay. Oh, you're not powered. Wait, hang on. I gotta get this line powered as well. Whoops. Listen, I think that the best path forward with like socialism would be to make more social programs for more people so that there's less people who feel a need to do crime to stay afloat, right? And then if we can have that... Let's see. If we can do that, then we can also, like... Oh, right, shit, I gotta put fucking mergers everywhere, too. Damn it! This is why I don't do... I guess mergers on the ceiling isn't so bad. How do I want to orient this? Probably here, and then change you to face the other way. My #1 priority is abolishing bedtime and timeouts. Yeah, my girlfriend, ladies and gentlemen. Bentamin. The better social framework we have, the more, well, the less people would probably be in prison. Private prisons are a scourge, though, that reinforce a need through capital to keep as many people in prison as possible. Oh, I made 2. Oh, shit. Break you. You. There we go. And then merge you going in this direction. Connect you in there. And then you should start dumping polymer resin, yep, into there. And then I gotta do the same thing for the rest of these. That's inputs. output. Listen, I like to imagine a perfect society as one, like, you know, being analogous to Star Trek. But even in Star Trek, there was security and there was a brig. Like, no one's ever perfect. Like, no one can be perfect and things can never be as nice as we want them to be. So I don't think full prison abolition in its most hypothetical state is ever possible. However, I think it would be generally good if we made things better for people in their everyday lives, so as a means to reduce crime and increase quality of life. In an ideal society, we would keep people in line by including or excluding them from communal orgy. Wait a minute. 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 Hang on. Hang on. Now, just hang on a goddamn second. I didn't realize that was in the anarcho-socialism textbook. Hang on. What about asexual people, huh? Huh? Has been dropping since, like, the 70s? Yeah. Don't forget that, like, when people talk about, like, crime and, like, ooh, big cities are so scary because crime, fucking things are nicer than they've ever been, motherfucker. What the hell are you talking about? Asexual people are too precious to do evil? I mean, fair enough. You know, considering Helly is banned from the communal origin, literally 1984. And things I'd rather not speak of, then don't. How about that? Just don't. God, I hate it when Republicans are like, "Whoa, the cities are full of crime," and then you go there and it's like pretty chill. And say from first-hand experience that San Francisco is like not a hive of scum and villainy. It's just like a chill place to be. What if they just exclude me from the communal cuddling sessions? Let's see. Grab you. Merge all of you together. of this together. I like the purple pipelines. The idea of prison abolition is that issues would be handled to fit the needs of the community on a case-by-case basis on the ground of mutual conflict resolution for all parties. Like, that sounds nice. That does sound nice, right? But there are rare cases where people just do fucked up shit because they're not okay. And I think it's okay for the state to get involved and a judge to say, no, you know what? How about you just, like, sit in a hole for a bit? You know what I mean? We can hug him until he's normal again. Goddamn. I found a really interesting essay recently on the "some people are just evil" point. Do tell, I'm curious. Because I don't want to believe that some people are just evil, you know? But then you see... Fuck, what was that video from, There's that one video from Jim Can't Swim about a guy who was, like... He just called up a friend or something. Dude was, like, a sociopath. Called up a friend to have him drive him somewhere, right? Jesus fucking Christ, Goob. Have him drive him somewhere, and then he just made the guy stop on the side of the road at some point, told him he was gonna kill him, dragged him out into the desert and killed him, and then took the car and started driving to Canada or something, and then got caught, and then immediately fessed up to it. Like, I don't know if it's safe to just let that guy back out in the wild, you know? What does mutual conflict resolution actually mean, though? How would we find a resolution to someone murdering someone for no reason? That's where I'm like, you know, a prison's probably not a bad thing to have for those rare cases, right? Again, these are rare cases, okay? If we can do things like provide universal basic income and free healthcare and, you know, not remove SNAP benefits because the government just decides it doesn't want to work anymore, right? If we can do those things, then I think a lot of crime would continue to go down. Alright, how does this shit work again? Oh, it has a... Oh my god, it uses a bunch of power shards. Oh my god, I'm gonna run out of power shards. I'm just gonna run out of power shards. God damn. Alright, hang on. How much fuel does this handle? I don't know. They remove SNAP, I won't have money to eat each month. Fucking hell. From what I've heard, a judge is like ordering the Trump administration to use the $6 billion that they have on hand to fund SNAP, and they're trying to not like follow that order, or trying to argue that they shouldn't have to. And it's an insane statement because it's like, you guys, the people who use SNAP like SNAP. This is a easy win if you just do it, but they don't want to do it. So fucking, oh my god. It's such a pain. No, it outputs the other direction. Okay. I don't remember how much fuel this machine handles. So that's the fuel line. Blueprint is designed to handle a full 600 or 300. Okay. I just know it's an even amount. Got it. Well, each one of these lines, except for this last one, has 400 heavy oil residue. My head's too fogged at the moment. Let me just place it down and see what it does. See position of power to avoid punishment. The idea is that people in a more communal society would be deterred from hurting each other's, generally because we would all be less atomized. To as far as plain bad people in our society, those bad people are allowed to I don't think it's practical. As much as I love like a lot of the ideas, I don't know if it works. Oh right, I don't want to unpackage these. Hang on, wait a minute. Hang on, I think I have to make my own design for this because I don't want to unpackage them yet. This immediately unpackages the diluted fuel. What if I, hang on, what if I, instead of a packager, hang on, I have an idea. What if instead of a refinery plus packager, we use a blender and then a packager? I think so. I think that'll work. Plus, it'll save me some space on, I think it would be a better system than our current one that encourages and reinforces evil. I think my position is that it would be simpler and more practical within the current system that we have, that we can make things better. And you just use that diluted fuel for the blender. Yeah, so I use a blender to make the diluted fuel, and then I package it, and then put it on the train. Got it. Mentioned blender? Yes, Goob, I mentioned a blender. There it is. Press E to configure blender. I think the better way to make change, to make a better society, is to make tweaks and adjustments to the system that we already have until we get towards a better one, the best one that we can, you know? So if that uses, hang on, let's max this out. If this uses 50 heavy oil residue per minute, then each one needs 8? I think each one needs 8 then? Yeah, I think it's 8. Because 50, 400 divided by 50 is 8. Got it. Hi, Naoki! I think Spaghetti Chin, that might be an issue of correlation not equaling causation. Since there's, you know, a lot of other things that have involved in that as well. Things like quality of life going up through technological progression. Spoopy months, it's over? Yeah. Although now that I think about it, I think I did use the Spoopy month Halloween intro for stream. I'll have to take the decorations down. Can't run Blender, it takes up all my RAM. No shame. All the way to... hang on. Pipeline support there, and there, and there. I'm gonna move the heavy oil residue over here. Just download more RAM. That's... Goes back farther than American Prohibition. Yeah, Spaghetti Chin is British. Going down to the pub with the mates. Oi oi. Give me some cheeky Nando's. How do I want to run this? What if I do, like... I also don't need this line. That's for sure. This one is the short end one. That one has, like, slightly less fuel running through it. Good. So you are splitting off properly. Oh, 20 per minute. Oh, okay. How much fuel am I making again? Like 126? Yeah, I'm gonna need another fuel gen or two. As much as I wanted to keep it all nice and, like, neat in one little line, I'm gonna need another fuel gen. $126. 120 divided by 20 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I need 7. Just put another one right there. You know what? One more, just for good measure. To eke out that last 6. And then underpower you. There we go. Alright, cool. 126. Perfect. Justice. Everyone did DMT. I don't think that'd be a very healthy society. I'm just saying, you know. I don't think everybody should be on drugs. That doesn't seem very helpful. No. Ellis just says no. God damn it, Ellis. Alright, give me the fucking blender. One, 2, 3. I'm skimming how much off the top? 63. Hey, wait a second. Why are you pulling? No. Why is it going over the line? Fuck you. Hang on. Wait, what? Wait, hang on. Why is it pulling over 63? I told you to stay at 63. Why are you running higher than 63? $62 works. Alright, whatever. I'm taking off 62 then. So what's 400 minus 62 is 338. 338 divided by 50 is 66.67. 6.76. Fuck! Can't type. I can't. Yeah! I'm falling apart. Alright, I really don't want to use any power shards for these blenders. I can avoid it. We are in the ocean. I do not need to be space perfect with the amount of blenders. With the amount of water extractors. Each one needs 100. So each one is going to get its own water extractor, and that'll be fine. And then we'll run these above ground. And then the converted fuel can run underground, under the platform. And then it'll go off, like, somewhere over here or over there and get turned into the stuff that we need. Get put into packages. Oh my god, I cannot, yeah. A while ago, you tasked me to send you one of the pamphlets I was printing. Oh, did you put one in the Maddie box? Y'all, Maddie, there's been a couple of times, especially since I've traveled here and there, I've sent Maddie some goodies from my travels. Apparently Maddie wanted to do the same for me, so I've got a box coming in the mail with a bunch of stuff that Maddie has decided to send me, and I'm very excited about it. Perhaps one of the things in said box is one of her zines. Also, I need to leave space for the water line, which will go under. Because no! No! No goob. Just a regular old package. 2, 3, 4. So much power when all is said and done. I'm excited. To you and to you. And then... oh yeah, I should remember to put the this stream in the Satisfactory playlist. How many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 7. And then the other ones I need 8. Yeah, that's right. Big platform. Lots of blenders. And then you get downclocked to 76%. There we go. I'm not that kind of radical. All right. It's gonna take a while to get all said and done, but once it's done, it's gonna be fantastic. Because then I will have so much power. So much power to build more factories with. I'm not convinced, because you know, the Satisfactory calculator on the website tells you how much power in total the factory is going to end up needing. Unfortunately, as far as I can tell, Satisfactory Modeler, the application, does not have such a feature. So having some more power, a lot more power, is probably going to be very useful. I love Blender. Yeah. Real jokester we got here. Alright, and then I should start getting water infrastructure set up. probably the best option is going to be to go down like this. And then grab the pipe. Switch to horizontal to vertical. And then pull you down and across like that. And that should just work, right? Put it on the line. Yeah, alright, cool. And then come back over here. And then... Alright, there. That's not aligned. What are you on about? There we go. That's aligned. Ah! They're wider than... Okay, this is gonna... Hang on, hang on. I think I can make this work. Just slowly offset them over and over again. Wait, why are you sunken so far down? Wait, what? Why are you down there? Yeah, it's good enough. Down. Nope. Too high up. It's a little silly, but you know what? As long as it works, that's all that really matters. And it shall. And each one of these is probably going to need a pump. I really wish it would keep the rotation that I've picked for it at each point, but I guess that's too much to ask for. Damn it. And I didn't turn you enough. It's gotta be perfect! Kind of. Not really. It's not that important. I'd like it to be mostly perfect, at the very least organized. Alright, and then I need power. I think I'll just do... Also, how much? It's gonna make. How much does packager take? Give me a packager. Package fuel. You do 40 per. Okay, that's gonna be. That's gonna be a pain. All right. This is one of those cases where it's like, if I just used power shards, I could bump this up to like 100. And then each one of these could just use one packager. But I don't have the power shards to do such a thing. So I guess each one is getting 2.5. How am I gonna organize that? We'll find out. It's gonna have to be another floor. It's gonna be another floor above the blenders. And then... I don't know, maybe each one... Or maybe sets of... How much goes in? 4? It's 40, right? Packager... Yeah, it's 40 and 40. I'll figure something out. Later. For right now, I just need to focus on getting all of the blenders put down. Then... Is this enough space for water? Is that the same length? No, I can bring it in a little. Yeah, I mean, as long as I put down like a catwalk piece. Well, I don't know. It'll work. It'll work. It'll be fine. And now I need 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then... 8. You're all set to diluted fuel. Connect you into you. Alright. I should probably... like, redesign the design. Right now, we've done this step, and now we're working on this step, except now it's a blender instead of a diluted packaged fuel alternate recipe for the refinery. Yeah. And then we also got this step down, but not this step. I went and looked at a coal node and said, maybe not this one. I gotta go find the other coal nodes and decide on what I want to do with them. connect all of these. Oh yeah, and I kind of broke the graph. But the goal is, you know, there's gonna be so much rocket fuel that it's going to make sense to divert some of it, and instead of using it as raw power, I'm gonna package it up and then turn it into packaged rocket fuel and then use it to fuel drones. So we'll finally have drones. We'll finally get to use drones for stuff. And then I wonder, oh, you know what? I should probably do the thing where I split it at the end. And then run it back to the start as well, now that I think about it. Break you, put a splitter here. Nope, not that way. There we go. That should help the fluid manifold, since fluid manifold stuck. I don't know if Tane's still here, but I'm pretty sure that's what he would want me to do. Hey, I'm feeling like crap after parents compared me to a cousin that's terrible when I was a bit mad. Ah, that's no good. Anything awesome happened today, though? Maybe, hopefully. I'm getting hungry. Oh my god. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, and I just hit 3 hours. Ah, shit. Okay, let me get this, let me get this line of blenders, like, up and running. With, get the water underneath them and things will be good. Nothing awesome happened, unfortunately. No! No! This is a shame. This is terrible, terrible news. Had to do a lot of crap on the day that was supposed to be my day off. Right, I saw that. I saw that. That fucking sucks, man. I really try, you know, I really try and for myself make sure that I get, like, that one day off, because I'm not great at staying on task throughout the whole week. So if I get that one day off, then it needs to be like a proper day off, so I don't really do any like video work that day. Sucks you had to spend your time off doing some shit. This is gonna get really silly looking really quickly. With the funky offset. You know what? It works. That's all that matters. Yeah, and then I want to get all of this wired as well. Let me just do that real quick too. One last thing. You like line up or something? Close enough. I've gotten some weird intrusive thoughts today. I will destroy you by literally ripping you atom from atom. Clever, clever. That's some AM level shit right there. On the plus side, I got a gay fan and some cookies. Oh, nice. I have a lot of gay fans. Good enough. Kind of sorta don't want to take a shower and just lay in my bed and just, my brain just generates TV static until I fall asleep. This is understandable, however, make sure that you're, you know, I don't know, get like a shower tomorrow or something, you know? Sometimes good mental health involves good hygiene. I would say most of the time it does. You don't have to literally pass out from exhaustion to sleep. That's kind of how I sleep. I mean, I just tend to like pass out. I'll just be watching YouTube until I just like, gone. I am a constant YouTube listener. Yeah, I guess the pumps also end up drifting off center as well. As long as everything gets power, that's all that matters. That's why I played Warframe on Strip. On Switch, the grind makes me sleep. I have fallen asleep playing Warframe. That's for damn sure. Man. There have been times where my sleepy ass has barely made its way to extraction. There have been times I know where it's been like, hey, sorry, I'm falling asleep. I'll message in chat. I've gotten some like laughs out of it or something. You've seen me do it? I have seen you do it. We were playing Warframe, and then at some point, Pad just like stopped pushing the buttons. It was just still, and I was like, oh, Pad fell asleep. I do worry about your Switch overheating though, if you like play Warframe in bed to the point of exhaustion. Burn a hole in your bed sheets or some shit. Alright, cool. Now everything has water. And all of these pump at 120. So they all get 100 water. Perfect. My sleep schedule is kind of shattered right now since I usually spend some time on my computer before going to bed. Which then I have to put YouTube on until I sleep or something else. Yeah. What's that, or stay awake all night or be unable to sleep? I get you. Listen, I just tend to justify it to myself as like, oh yeah, it's just like being an old person and falling asleep to the TV in the lazy boy recliner. Yeah, it's totally the same thing. To just pass out watching YouTube. But I can suck harder. Whoa! That's a saying and a half. Life can suck. I can suck harder. Crazy. Alright, cool. Now you're making fuel. Fantastic. Alright. We got one more row of blenders to make, and then we gotta pump all of the outputs to, like, a floor above, and then start packaging it. Which is gonna be interesting. I don't know how I'm gonna handle the design of such a system yet, but we'll figure it out when we get there. Alright, so, recap for today. We've done get the oil, turn the oil into heavy residue, throw away the excess, throw away all the polymer resin. There's a step here that isn't shown, which is to turn the extra oil and extra heavy oil residue into straight fuel and burn it for a little bit of power. Next up, we need to package. Just imagine these are blenders instead of refineries. We package the fuel, we take the packaged fuel, and we'll have to put it on a train. We also need to get the coal together, figure out where the coal's gonna come from. Yeah. And this was actually supposed to... Packaged rocket fuel. Plug you into there. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so we're gonna have 450 rocket fuel, packaged rocket fuel per minute. Queen, you and Saf are on the same brainwaves when it comes to ibuprofen. You be what? Ibuprofen? Yeah, I bet you ibuprofen all night. I just want to date myself and relax and recover and be more stable. Damn. Hey, sometimes life sucks, but then sometimes life doesn't suck. Sometimes we just gotta appreciate the moments when it don't suck. The hell is Profit? I linked it to you! I linked it to you in Meme Dungeon! I linked it to you in Meme Dungeon! I, like, sent it directly. I was like, here you go, Pad. This is the source of the joke. This is why... This is why it exists. I think you'll find it really funny, considering your sense of humor. I have yet to be on Discord since then. Go look in Meme Dungeon where I linked you to both, like, the original post and one of the posts that came after it, so that way you can understand why Trump ibuprofen as well. There's also one that I didn't send that's really funny. It's like somebody doesn't get what Profan means, got turned into its own little joke. Alright. Tomorrow, not right now. I will see you all tomorrow. Let me hit y'all with the see you next time. No, I really don't want to be Profan if Trump is doing it. Just watch the damn shorts. They're funny. Thank you. Thank you to Tank and Ben and Helicat and Stella and Nessie. I gotta update this with Pad the Girlfo, because Pad the Girlfo is now a $10 person and not a $5 person. You all are fantastic. Thank you so much. I gotta update it tomorrow. I will work on that tomorrow. Thank you, Danny, Ed, Tokyo, Lumberjack, Mischief, Forva, Yuki, Murmuring, Greg, Ben, and Stella. Moving up in the world? Yeah, you do be moving up in the world. Hell yeah. Thank you to my $1 YouTube members as well. I will see you all tomorrow for some more of this massive project. I'll try and poke them fuel gens later. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of fuel gens. What is it, like 500 fuel gens? Over 500. So I'm gonna take Tane. Tane has a blueprint where the fuel gens are like clipped into each other and stacked one on top of the other. We're gonna get that blueprint going to help us actually fit 540 fuel gens together. That's gonna be a stream and a half, I tell you what. Alright, bye! Oh, wait. Thank you to... Thank you to Tank for the $2 and Helicat for the $10. But it was really £10, so it's probably like $12 in my money. Bye!